Lots of contours, lots of trees, a kind of incredible prospect out onto the hill. This site particularly, it offered this incredible opportunity to work with a really complicated condition. When I'd first visited it, I was dreaming of this, that we would make this platform and a pavilion from where to enjoy languid afternoons like today, thanking your stars that you're here, you know.
Hi, I'm Sunita Kondur, partner at 100 Hands.
Hi, I'm Bijoy Ramachandran, partner at 100 Hands. We're at this house in Nandi Hills. We're thrilled to be part of Buildify's coffee table book, 10 Homes in Bangalore. We invite you to explore this house in detail with us.
We'd actually just come out for a drive. Chand and me got off the car, we walked into the site, and we looked at Nandi Hills there and said, this is the site we want.
When we started thinking of who do we look at, what kind of architects, we said, do you think they'll do a home? Maybe we should ask them. So very hesitantly we asked them actually that we would love for you to do our home.
So we went to their home and said, would you build a home for us? And then Bijoy came to the site, he looked at it, Suni came, and they said, yes, we'd love to work with you.
So it's 9,000 square feet and the house itself is around 6,500 square feet. This is a very rudimentary model of the house. What's immediately apparent is the way that the contours work here. That's the general slope of the road that you access the house from. There's an entrance from the road that links you directly with a few steps leading down to the main living space. But there's also another entrance through the car porch which has a small ramp and brings you up. So you're entering the house at 2 levels. The moment that's really sort of incredible is that you come in off the road, you meander through this front garden. And then the moment you come into the house, there in front of you, in your lap, so to speak, is the Nandi, the main mound, the Nandi Hill. This is the main heart of the house, the dining and the living room at the lower level, with this double height space there at a crossroads from the main access road to this deck, which then also offers you views out. Got a staircase that brings you up to the master bedroom. That's the master suite and the main master bedroom there, up on that upper elevation, and there's a beautiful terrace that then looks out. The sunroom was something that happened over the course of the design. We didn't have it in our original plan, and it was connected to a small garden. Below the master bedroom here, that's the bonus space, that we got because of the way the contours worked out. So from the living room, I can go down through this deck, and there's a wonderful landscaped staircase that brings me up to the deck in front of the master bedroom. The daughter's bedroom, which is on the same level as the master bedroom on the other side of the house, there's a lovely bridge that links the 2 bedrooms. The bridge overlooks, the living room below, and from the daughter's bedroom there's a Juliet balcony where, she can come out to check out what's happening on the party floor of the house. And on the lower level, at the back there, is where the son's bedroom is. And there we don't have the views, but what we have is an incredible garden. Of course, we started then playing with this plan to splay one part of that, to get views out, creating some sort of enclosure there again to frame that view to the landscape. But this has a very different, proportion and a very different quality. And it really is the facade that looks out onto the hill. So it's basically a series of places from which you have prospect. This terrace, the yoga terrace on the top, from the daughter's bedroom, the living area and its deck. This covered deck where we are sitting right now, which is again looking out onto the hill.
It's meant to be really simple, grounded, and very earthy. So everything that we've used is all natural stone, a lot of recycled wood for the doors and windows and even the furniture. All the common spaces have the kota stone in a leather finish. And the bedrooms, other than the master bedroom, we wanted to keep it like really warm. So it's an engineered timber floor. A very clear intent right from the beginning to use a lot of form finished concrete and to use brick, because then it would really blend with the landscape that was surrounding it on all sides. So I think the combination of natural stone, polished concrete and exposed brick walls combined with a lot of timber elements, especially the screen in the front that forms the front facade of the house.
लोग पूरा वुड को 1 महीने के लिए सूखने के लिए मतलब डाले थे और उसके बाद हम लोग काम शुरू किया इसके ऊपर। ये हम लोगों ने एक पहले मॉकअप बनाया, कैसे खुलता है बंद होता है। पहले एक डिज़ाइन हम लोग छोटा सा बना के उसके बाद सर को हमने भेजा कि ये कैसे काम करेगा।
I mean, we were really fortunate to work with Santosh Threefold Design and his team.
So the landscape was a very, very passionate thing for me to work with when we were building the house. And I think I've really troubled Santosh with lists of names almost every other day of I want this plant and I don't want it to manicured, I want it to look wild.
The first sketch that the client had given, so she basically had this idea, and she is an artist who basically sketched out the water body as an idea. She wanted to have the seating around with the nature kind of coming in. Stone was the brief that the client had given, so we had selected a lot of stones and then finalized on this Madurai Gold as a stone option.
What's interesting about it is it's embedded in that landscape. That really does look like as if the hill is exposed, that some part of Nandi Hills or this region has been carved out to create this way to get down to the lower level. And so from a very structured interior to this kind of in-between threshold to the rock, itself, that distinction is really very, very stark and interesting.
We know that this house will get really well used. It's a place where somebody completely places trust in what we do, and then to create this, it's absolutely been like a really happy project to be working on.